a fun fact like about how you love wearing maid costumes in your free time, anything like that, RoryAnimatez, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I love stabbing people with swords. Oh, it's my favorite pastime. It's my hobby. And like realistic in the sense that it looks real doesn't work as well for Minecraft. Originally, there was this thing called Little Musketeers, which was what fencing was in my primary school. There was like a little after-school club. And I thought it would be like the swordplay game from Wii Sports Resort, so I signed up. It wasn't, but I still loved it.
Alright lads, welcome back to InsideMC, the part of the podcast where I sit down with a very special guest every single week, and today's guest isn't really special. Actually, they're just a friend of mine. There's nothing cool about them. They're actually really no, I'm joking. I am joined with somebody who physically cannot hate. Everybody loves him. I'm joined with RoryAnimatez.
I'm not special?
No, Rory, no, please, I'm joking. No, you're amazing, Rory. You're an animator, Mr. Noxite. You're an animator.
I'm an animator, Mr. Noxite. I'm an animator.
We'll get into talking about the lore of that later on, anyways. So. No, I'm only messing Rory because So full context here, Rory and I signed up to MCC Rising 2 together. We were joined with Mooney, Tay, and Sinjin, but me and Rory have been good friends for a while. I can't actually really remember. I think I just met you because of like Twitch.
I knew who you were as a content creator before I knew you as a person.
And now we're besties who barely talk. It's great.
It's great, yeah.
What's our first interaction on Discord? Hold up, let me scroll the way up. Here we go. Oh, we were meant to play, but we never did. This was back in May, 15th of May. Oh my days. And then we didn't talk then until the 19th of May, and then I think we just ended up like streaming together at one point.
Well, yeah. But before I was like even a content creator, I like oh, someone in my bedroom lobby has a creator rank. Let me see who they are.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna drop them a sub and maybe watch a few of their videos. And that really, 2 years later, that really panned out, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot that you mentioned about knowing me on Bedrock Edition. That's kind of crazy to think about. That you've like you know me for this long, but we didn't start talking until this year.
When you got like involved with the Java community, I saw Insane Orbitzz had joined. I think it was Oni's Discord, and I was like, oh, wait, I know that guy.
That guy. I used to watch his hype videos. Oh yeah, it was the Hyper Racers, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Go on, tell the story then. Tell the story of Hyper Racers, please.
Oh well, it was me playing Xbox Minecraft because I didn't have Java at the moment, and Hyper Racers, kind of like a Mario Kart on Bedrock. It was probably my favorite game on all the servers on Bedrock at all, and I really sweat it, and I had like a win streak going, and then someone with a creator rank and like one of the fancy custom cars comes along, and I'm like, I bet this guy's gonna be another pushover, and I proceeded to get hit by like 3. They're called annihilations, but they're like blue shells, and then I lost to you. Thanks.
Man, I used to cook Hyper Racers. Come to think, I used to be really, really good at that.
I miss Hyper Race. I want to play it more, but the song's kind of dead now. Ooh.
I mean, we could always play at one point, Rory. We could maybe do it for a stream one day. Who knows? I actually withdrew from creator rank. Funny enough, on that server.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I just had a bad experience. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a creator rank anymore. And I was like, all right, fair enough.
That's fair.
Then it's also at the time I moved out for edition. So.
Literally the only game I played on that server. I could not speak of the quality of the rest of their games.
That's fair. It's just funny to think about. I completely forgot. I actually genuinely just completely forgot that you used to know me before like we talked.
Yeah, I was like, oh damn, he does a bunch of video on the Hive too. This guy does all the server things.
And then now you're on the podcast. Talk about that, eh? Crazy how things change. Full circle.
Look, I made it.
But by the way, for the viewers here, right, this podcast is going to be great. But it's going to be, if anyone listened to the Oracat podcast, who knows, Bedrock viewers might be listening to this. Some of you might know who RoryAnimatez is somehow. I don't know. But
I had a different username, but it was too cringe to say out loud.
You get what I mean. Yeah, the Oracat one was just really messy because it was more just me bringing a friend on to waffle. And that's what I'm going to do today. Obviously, I'm going to talk to Rory about what they do and all that kind of stuff. But we are just going to be waffling. There's no format behind this. We are just literally just going to talk. And I think that's cool. Yeah. That's cool with you, yeah?
Yeah, this is my favorite kind of waffle. I love waffles.
The start of the podcast is literally proven, and this is going to be the case. So you might as well rock with it, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, though, Rory, other than normally I like to kickstart rather than you giving me an ego boost, which I really do appreciate. Thank you. It means a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. I charge hourly though.
You're not getting paid anything for this podcast. Get in the bin. All right. However, I will give you the option or the opportunity, even to introduce yourself. Tell the viewers us who you are, what you do, you know, like a fun fact like about how you love wearing maid costumes in your free time. Anything like that, RoryAnimatez. Go ahead.
Was a follower goal. You know fully well that was Anyway, I'm RoryAnimatez. I am an animator, as I made it clear. I do animations on YouTube. There should be a new one coming out soon, which will be fun. I haven't uploaded.
Is that the one I think it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then I have another one that I'm starting like before them while this one's rendering.
Can I be in it?
That I want to get out. Sorry?
Can I be in it?
No, there's literally one character.
Oh, well, no, I want to be in one. I want to be in a RoryAnimatez. Anyways, carry on. Sorry.
But yeah, other than that, I stream on Twitch, do events, just interact with the community, try and bounce between a bunch of different friend groups, like as many friends as possible. And
just cut me off. No, you cut me off. It's not an out situation on my end.
Oh,
I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one who cut me off.
Dude, I just went through like a wrecking ball into different people's friend group and just pick one or two of them from each. It's great.
And you didn't pick me.
No, we still talk.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't sign up for Rising with someone I barely knew. I think
True. That's fair enough.
And then other than that, you know, I do some stuff outside of that, but it's mostly animating and playing Minecraft, and too many hours of Phasmophobia, which is sometimes makes a cameo on stream. But yeah,
just completely brushed over the fact that you like stabbing people with swords.
Oh yeah, I love stabbing people with swords. Oh, it's my favorite pastime. It's my hobby. In fencing, I should say, I'm a fencer and not just walking through the street stabbing.
Stab people. Walking around stabbing the air.
No. It's equally as much getting stabbed as it is stabbing, depending on how good the people are you're fencing. But yeah, I used to be pretty darn good at it as well.
You still do it, no?
Yeah, I still do. But I've rotated more towards doing it as a hobby for fun, which is always what I was building to. Yeah. I used to get really, it used to be the one thing I was super competitive about, but being competitive doesn't really suit me very well. I don't like competitive me very much.
Oh, so you've fallen off.
No, I'm probably better than I was when I was competitive. I feel like there's a mindset
pressure, don't I?
to it. Yeah, there's a mindset to it of like, when I fence for fun, I fence better, and when I fence to win, I fence worse.
Which makes sense. I mean, it's like with tournaments, for example, right? I've started putting kind of pressure on myself to do well because I've just kind of decided to just go into tournaments and have fun with it, and I feel like I've improved a lot just kind of on the basis of chilling. You know?
I mean, I used to be shit at Java when I first started, and then I made the specific goal to be better at it, to like become correct or whatever, and that didn't work out and it didn't get any better, so I just started playing for fun, playing with my friends, and I'd say I'm way better than I used to be.
You are actually really good at Java. I mean, obviously I can't compare it to how you used to be, but like from knowing you are actually pretty good. Like, I feel like you're an underdog, you know?
I need to tell myself that more. I still have the mindset of I'm pretty new to Java. I don't really know what I'm doing.
How long have you been around for in the com?
So like a few months before MCCI came out. So that's like it's 2 years, 1 year and a half.
Oh crap!
Something.
I've only been around since March. It still feels so strange. And I've known you since May, which is pretty cool. I mean, like, we don't talk much. By the way, for anyone who's thinking earlier, obviously, I know Rory doesn't hate me, and me and Rory, like, we signed up to MCC Rising together, alright? I'd like to say that we get along quite well. It's just crazy to think that, like, you've kind of just become one of those people where we can contact each other, but we don't contact each other much. But when we talk, like the podcast today, we talk well, you know? Yeah,
and I have a lot of friends like that where we spend a lot of time apart, but as soon as we get back into the call, we just kind of click back into it. We're just back in the cycle of being pals. It's great.
Which is always nice. It's a nice way to be. And that's why I wanted to bring you on the podcast. I think like I invited you a little while back, but I've just, you've seen the lineup. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not like prioritizing people. It's just a lot of people have shown interest in the podcast and stuff like that now. But you're always someone who I definitely wanted on. And now you're here. I'm glad I'm finally getting to talk to you. I mean, because it's just that good to talk to you. Like, anyways.
Right.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. No, I'm happy to be here. It's great.
Okay. No, I just genuinely didn't hear you. That's what I was asking.
Oh.
So, Rory, anyways, now that introduction is done, oh my god, this podcast is all over the place.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah?
Let's keep going.
And my head is like, should we actually start the podcast all over again? But then you seem to be into it, so I don't think we should.
Yeah, I love chaos.
Yeah. Okay, cool. This is just going to be a really messy podcast. Typical or Rory Orbitzz. Link up.
Yeah, Orbitzz Animates.
Orbitzz Animates. I was gonna say that, but it'd be Insane Animates technically.
Yeah, combine our surnames. I don't know what our surnames.
Surnames, yeah. First name Rory,
Yeah,
last name Animates.
that's on my birth certificate. Yeah.
Okay, well, since it's on your birth certificate, other than the fact that your mom and dad named you Rory, or your parents, or, oh god, I don't want to assume crap. Other than whoever named you Rory, there we go, without assuming anything.
Yes.
Why the name RoryAnimatez?
Well, it was actually, I don't know whether you knew me before I changed my name. It was RoryJM15.
No, I didn't know you, but I was aware that used to be your name. Does that make sense?
That's just a name I come up with. All my usernames had 15 in it up to that point. I don't know, it's just a number I like reconcile with. Yeah, but then when I uploaded one of my animations, Bounty Hunters, I came really like self-conscious that it was like a really hard name to remember. Well, it's not really hard, but RoryJM15. It's like you got to remember Rory, then 2 letters, then 2 numbers. It's like
it's also just a bit like long to say, really. Yeah, isn't it? Like it's shorter than RoryAnimatez, but longer to say than RoryAnimatez.
Yeah, and Animates, let's get my job description out there, and also, wow, people whose names end in Z or Z, those guys are so cool.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
The goats for
I don't know. It looks better with a Z, so I put a Z there.
Yeah, fair enough. But like, you could have been like, it was so wait, actually. So when did this name change happen?
So it would have been like December.
Yeah, so no, I definitely didn't know you then because I made you in May. So.
I get when Bounty Hunters came out. It was when one of my animations came out. I made my Discord and all my stuff like building up to it and did a slight rebrand and such. I was going between things like having studios in the name or productions like Rory Productions or I don't know, something studios or some sort. But I don't want to sound it too corporate. It is just one guy making the whole thing. If it's something a studio, then it implies that a lot of people worked on it, and it's not really the case.
One thing I've always said to people as well, and it's like it's a weird take, but it's one of them ones where I've always said it. You only understand it if you understand it, kind of thing, right? And it's like when you look at RoryAnimatez, it's not fully, but it's an MCC name. You're not gonna see RoryJM15 in MCC. You know what I mean? Like it's a content creator tournament name. Like for instance, you see like Smager, but then imagine if the name was like Smager SM687, and it's like
it's something a little more simple that rolls off the tongue. There, it doesn't sound like it's got like a pin code at the end of the name or something. It's a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not. I don't mean to like offend anyone when I say this, so don't say it like that. But it just RoryJM15 gives like fresh to the scene vibes, which you were. But then like as soon as you establish yourself, you then change your name to something a bit more like.
It's definitely like a first name that you would choose when you first start, and it's kind of it's individual. It's got my first name and then the initials of my middle name and surname, and then my favorite number at the end. It's so unique to me. But then it's also like people used to in like college and school were like, oh hey, can I have a look at your animation? And they're like, oh sure, my channel is RoryJM15. And like, okay, come again. What was that? I forgot. It's like it's easier when I say RoryAnimatez spelt with a Z. It's a lot more simple.
It's a lot easier for like advertising and all that kind of stuff. So. And then what about the skin? Does the like? It's a weird question, but I'm gonna ask it. Do you have brown eyes in real life?
Yes. The skin is mostly accurate to what I look like, apart from the fact that it's made of cubes.
So you don't have a nose or a mouth either.
Well, I mean, the skin for my profile picture is very out of date. That's like my first Java skin, and it's gone for a few iterations since then. It's like redesigned. I've wanted to change my profile picture for the longest time. I just haven't got around to it.
Why didn't you commission an artist? Maybe
I want to do it myself though. I want to do a render.
Do it then.
Yeah, I know. The only thing holding me back is my own laziness. But I have some cool ideas for it. Yeah.
Imagine if I was lazy. Look at a podcast for RoryAnimatez, right? Imagine I was lazy and I could be lad. Okay, I can say this because your podcast is coming out next Friday. So these two have been like this week, for instance, right? This is actually kind of me leaking it to you, in all honesty. Is the fact that like the Fruitberries podcast is 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and the Noxide podcast is Fruitberries 2 hours 26 minutes and Noxide 2 hours 21 and 1 hour 21 minutes. That's 3 hours and like with the seconds. That's 3 hours hours and 48 minutes worth of podcasts. RoryAnimatez. You know, like imagine I was lazy. I would never have achieved that.
A long time.
You got to grind.
Yeah.
You got to grind, RoryAnimatez.
It's definitely a problem I've had with a lot of different projects. There are just things that I really enjoy, and it's very hard to stop doing those things to do other things.
Like what? Can I ask?
Yeah, so it's more if you break down animation into its different aspects, like I really like character animation. I really like doing the lighting artist thing. But then I'm on sound design now for Battle Box, which is the final stage.
You've announced what the project is. Okay.
Yeah, I've announced that.
Because when I said is it the one I think is, I wasn't trying to leak it. But
Yeah.
It's
It's not a secret. It's something I mention in passing, and then people forget, and then people think that I haven't announced it.
You've been working on it for ages.
I know, way longer than I wanted to, but it's just because moving to uni and stuff made me busy. I thought I was trying to thought, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so I'm doing sound design right now, and sound design is so boring. Well, not to diss any sound designers out there, it's really hard, and if I feel like if I was better at it, I'd enjoy it more. But the thing about making your own animations is you kind of a jack of all trades, master of none type deal. So I know sound design, I know how to edit, I know how to do Foley sound. I'm just not very good at it, and I don't really enjoy it as much as other aspects. So that's why it's taking so long, is the parts that I don't like doing.
Just subject to your own opinion.
Yeah, it's like, man, when I wanted to work on my animation this morning, I didn't think I'd just be doing this. And yeah, I'd rather be actually animating.
You don't mind sharing what you're studying in uni?
So, well, it's quite linked to my name. I'll let you get it's animation.
So you are okay, good. All right, I'm just making sure because I don't want to assume. All right, so you're studying animation.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Maybe like when you like get a job, you can look into the field of purely just doing the animation part of things rather than the.
Oh yeah, stuff, and that's what I hope to do. Unless something like really takes my fancy as something I want to do, it's probably going to be animation. There's other aspects, like I really like lighting as well, and can I show you like a confidential shot without you
yeah, that's
showing
good for the podcast. I'm gonna show it on like recording, but the recording doesn't stay in, if that makes sense.
Sure.
That's just I record this monitor. I don't record audio. I record audio, but I record it as if I'm recording a video kind of thing.
So this is for the animation after Battle Box, and I'm like experimenting a lot and
you made that?
Yeah,
that is not Battle Box.
That is not Battle Box. It is actually from something.
Is that the other thing you're working on?
Yeah, and there's like a whole visual style that I want to go into now, but more includes actual pixelated parts, so you can see like part of the lighting in that shot is pixelated. But you know, it's Minecraft. It's made of pixels and blocks and stuff.
Exactly. At least make it realistic, you know. Make it realistic to Minecraft. Like not in a joking manner. I mean, like, sorry, like I should have worded that better. Like make it like realistic as if it's like an actual Minecraft animation.
Yeah, and like realistic in the sense that it looks real doesn't work as well for Minecraft. There's a lot of lighting in Blender and lighting settings that are designed for photorealistic things that I work around because I don't like them how they look in Minecraft. It doesn't really work. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Interesting stuff.
I might actually have to cook up an idea with you animation wise, which I think you'd enjoy.
Sure.
Remember, I mean, I'm happy to say it. You animated like boxing things for the tournament that I was gonna do. That tournament kind of just fell through and we didn't end up doing it. But I mean, at least you have the boxing animations now. Maybe you can use it for your own thing one day, or
yeah. Actually, there is like a fight scene that I want to do. That's kind of boxing based.
Well, there you go. So you have that. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I've actually just carried your entire channel.
Heck yeah.
Doesn't shock me at all. I'm insane carry. There we go. With two Ys.
Actually, all because of you.
But yeah, back on track with like the whole like skin thing, kind of linked away from it, but like a little bit better. With your skin, how long has this? Because I've had my design. I didn't even realize till the other day, and it really shocked me. I've had it since 2021, and it was shocking. I was like, wait, I've had it for that long. Like how long has your kind of not like this is including the partial changes. I'm talking about like the generalized idea, right? How long have you had that around for? How long has that been around for?
I don't know when I started Java, but it would have the original skin that you see in like my profile picture is from so like two years ago or so.
So you didn't have this on Bedrock?
No, I had a very similar skin. It was from it's a skin pack called Parkour Runners, I think, or something along
The
those lines.
Q-Craft one?
No, it wasn't from Qcraft. It was just from so I think it was part of a map maybe, but it was like a green jacketed, brown haired person. It was quite similar.
Okay.
And my skin right now is actually like when I was designing it, I had more that image in mind. But I kind of go between like my current skin and like my skin that's in my animations, where it's kind of just a clothing change mainly. There's a lot of things, and there's a lot of different skin artists in my community, like for events, that have made different like a purple iteration and aqua iteration of my skin, and they all look really cool. And I would like to get to a point where I have like a clothing line that I just rotate between and do different things while keeping that.
Wake up in the morning, go into RoryAnimatez wardrobe.
Yeah. Every time I load Minecraft, I just go to the skin folder and I'm like, what should I wear today? That'd be fun.
That'd be a pretty funny idea. Just every single stream, it's like a new outfit of the day.
Yeah.
You have like a channel point reward, outfit of the day.
Can you do a fit check, please?
Fit check on the Minecraft character. There we go. Right,
yeah.
So moving back into the animating thing, I just kind of wanted to ask that last thing there. Is
Sure.
So in regards to animating, I don't know why I've just said that, because now it sounds like I've cut it. For the viewers, by the way, I literally just changed my. I've said the same thing twice. Like I haven't re-asked a question. You're gonna hear both variations of that. For some reason, I just decided to go. So, anyways, in regards to like animating and stuff like that, how did you get into animating? Because obviously, I know it's something you enjoy. Same with the podcast. It's just something I wanted to do, so I decided to do it. But in regards to animation, was there any like reason the passion came, or was it just kind of something like, yeah, I enjoy doing this, so I want to do it more?
Well, I always had a base level, like really liking animation and animated media for like as long as I can remember. Like it never, you watch like shows as a kid or like Disney shows and everything. I just kind of never grew out of that, and I just still liked it. And then there was this channel called Black Pasmus Studios that you might know of. They recently rebranded to like Squared Media or something.
Yeah,
but they
still sorry.
No, it's all good. They did animation tutorials and for like Blender, specifically for Minecraft, and that's basically how I got into it. But then since then, I like changed the rig, made it my own. I kind of hybridized a lot of elements from different things to make my own style. And then since then it's just been like I've been an animation geek in terms of films these days. Like my favorite film of all time is Into the Spider-Verse because of its animation.
The animations are really cool, yeah.
It's so awesome.
So is it something like that you'd want to do, that kind of?
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't want to be. There's a lot of animation used in like advertising, and it's not that you can't be creative in advertising or anything, but I want to, really be part of like a story and like storytelling with animation. I think that'd be really cool.
That's actually something I've said. I don't know if you saw the tweet, maybe not. Oh no, you wouldn't have, because you don't use bloody Twitter, do you? That's why I wasn't paying to anyone curious, by the way, because Rory doesn't use Twitter or X.
I only really see tweets that are also Discord pings.
I mean, I'm the one I sent to you, because technically you can answer the Discord ping. But I made like a tweet and I said, if this whole like podcast thing doesn't work out, which I think it will, but if it doesn't, I'd like to kind of like go back to uni and study marketing, because like I'd like to say, just based on like how much interaction and stuff I get, it's not stupid amounts. However, I feel like, if I could learn the basis of editing my own images and stuff like that, because right now I just do the tweets, right? I commission someone to do the images and stuff like that. But if I could figure that all out myself, I reckon I could be pretty good in the world of marketing. So to be fair, I feel like you can do marketing even without like the editing and stuff like that. Like, you don't have to edit up images. You have someone on the team to do that for you. You're basically just you're the promotion aspect,
Yeah, and that's more towards what my college was about. I was doing. I shouldn't say because it kind of doxes me. But for a museum near where I live, I did an animated thing for them.
Yeah, don't say what it is, but you can't say that. That's good enough to not dox yourself.
Yeah, and it's like it was like they did a series of videos that are like educational videos for kids, and they had I animated the intro for that.
You
which
did
is basically...
Baby Shark? No shot. I'm talking to the creator of should that I just put down the title
Yes.
RoryAnimatez, the creator of Baby Shark?
I mean, I would be a lot richer if I was. Actually, no, that's for kids now, isn't it? They don't get monetization from that.
Well,
Probably.
you get monetization, it's just pennies apparently.
Yeah, I think it's
I
like
don't know.
you only get 10% of it or something. I don't know. Still, probably a lot with how many views it has.
Yeah, exactly. It does. It's the most viewed video on YouTube, so
Damn.
which is kind of crazy to think about.
Deserving question mark?
Subject to opinion. Depends on your age or your
I
mental
think
age,
my
I
videos
guess.
are the most viewed. Actually, if my videos were the most viewed videos, I'd just be embarrassed. I'd find something wrong with them and be like,
No,
"Oh, I wish
no.
people didn't see that."
I hope this
Ooh.
podcast becomes the most viewed podcast ever.
Sure, I wouldn't say no to that.
I mean, I'd be a bit embarrassed because of just how unprofessional and scuffed that start was.
Nah, I'd love it. The scuff one with completely chaotic. It's the most popular one, and also it's the one where you interview me.
Exactly. Look at that. Eh? Speaking of interviewing you, I do have another question.
Sure.
So what's the whole deal with like loving like maid outfits? You know,
Oh
like
my god!
like
It's
Rory
a
spelled
follower goal.
RAWR, like Animates. Like you know why do I keep calling you that, Rory? Huh?
See, I have this alter ego, you see. I don't know who they are. They have a secret identity. But they occasionally take over my stream and put on a cat maid skin. And and it happens very weird. It's like when I hit like integers of 100 followers. It's strange. It's a strange phenomenon. No one knows the real identity of RoryAnimatez, but we must all be careful.
Fun fact, viewers: Rory follow botted themselves just so they could wear the maid skin. Look, that is actually a joke. That is a joke. How they got to 100 followers was not because of me, but partially because of me. Because I decided to ping my entire Discord and say go follow. So
Yeah, you certainly helped. And also,
I helped a little bit.
Steph, one of my mods, Steph, made me a cat maid skin, and at that point, I knew it was inevitable.
You rocked it though. It looked good. You should wear it more. I should have had it in the background of this recording and all.
It's well made. Although if you're shifting, it does a very unflattering. If you're shifting and you look at from the back, it's unflattering.
Whoa, Rory! Whoa, no.
Hey, I didn't make the skin.
I'm not gonna do that, RoryAnimatez. All right, okay. Jeez, we're recording a podcast.
Oh man.
Oh man, what else can I ask you? Okay, that was a joke. I actually have a good amount. So, in regards to like fencing and stuff, then talking a little bit more about you as a like person. What about fencing? Because you're not really into football and stuff like that, are you? You're more of a
no. I mean,
do you play any other sports? I feel like you're a badminton guy. You give me badminton vibes.
Well, that's funny you should say. A lot of fencers are very good badminton players. I don't know what the correlation is there, but apparently there is one.
Swinging a stick or something. Or...
I don't know. I'm good at badminton, but I wouldn't say I'm good at sports from PE level. I just never really liked people. So team sports were kind of just yeah, you know. Have you ever played Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah, of course I did. Of course.
So
we're the same. I think we're the same age, right? You're 19, no? If you share that publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm 20, so we're give or take the same age.
So originally there was this thing called Little Musketeers, which was what fencing was in my primary school. There was like a little after-school club, and I thought it would be like the swordplay game from Wii Sports Resort. So I signed up. It wasn't, but I still loved it.
What was it?
So it was fencing. It was poking. It was
is that how you got into fencing? Because you thought you were signing up for Wii Sports?
I thought the other sports on Wii Sports are kind of based on actual sports. So I thought, oh, this is something you can do. You could totally sword fight across a bridge and knock people off. That would be great. Sign me up.
And then you ended up getting into fencing.
Yeah, and I actually signed up at the same time as my brother, but my brother left because I beat him. No, probably he just lost interest.
Is your
but
brother
also,
the same age as you? Or no?
No, he's 3 years older than me. So.
Okay, but you could join the same club, got you?
Yeah, I joined in like year 3, and he was like year 6 or something. So.
Oh, it's the primary school, holy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you don't call it like high school, because I know people up north call it high school, but without doxing you here, you're like from South-ish,
I'm
myself.
Southern-ish, yeah.
Give or take, like myself, yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah.
And when I say selfish, I mean London, by the way. I don't mean like like when I say when I'm generalizing London as just the south kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know I'm not saying you're from London, but you get when I like. I'm not saying specifically south, like anywhere.
Yeah.
But in South England, there we go.
South
To cover
England,
some
yes.
tribes.
But then I got into actual fencing clubs. It wasn't really a fencing club before; it was more just a fun thing. And then I was kind of pretty good at it, which is rare for me. It's rare that something I kind of just pick up and am good at. And fencing was one of those things. I sport generally. Because I was a nerd in school. I was part of the nerd stereotype. I was the nerdy one, but I was also kind of good at sport, which kind of threw a lot of people off. I'm kind of the person you wouldn't expect to be good at sport, but secretly kind of is.
We had a good few people who were like good goalkeepers, and you're just like, how are you a good goalkeeper? I kind of get what you mean. I kind of get what you mean in that aspect.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know. I was normally in terms of football, I was mainly defense.
Yeah, I played CDM.
Ooh, nice. I was just kind of I was good at tackling and then kicking the ball away, and that's about it. But I was really good at that. I was just made myself really annoying for anyone trying to attack, which is great.
So I still am to an extent, but I was really good at basketball, which shocked a lot of people.
Oh, damn.
I had the height in for it and stuff for it, but they were like, "How are you like this?" Because I could shoot. I still probably can, in all honesty, like shoot halfway court shots, half court shots.
I don't think my coordination's good enough for basketball. I never quite did too good at it. I'm really good at like
Rory coordinates.
I'm really good at one-sided sports. I think my right hand is just leagues better than my left. What can I say?
Have you ever fenced with your left?
No, but I really want to. I
really haven't ever done it.
I was best at my club before I moved to uni for like a long time. And I wanted to give everyone else a chance. I wanted to just nerf myself by fencing left-handed and see what it's like.
Rory ego.
Yeah.
Every single time something happens, though, I'm just gonna like say Rory and that, like Rory egotistical. There we go.
I try not to be too arrogant about it, but
you can be like okay, right. This is gonna sound egotistical as well, and like in all honesty, I don't care anymore. It's the same with the podcast, right? I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else, but I am cooking, okay, and and it has been proven. I've proven it that the podcast like can be very hard to run because lots of people have come, they've gone. A lot of people are still cooking with the podcast, kind of thing, So
like you gotta like objectively like obsess whether like yes I am actually good at fencing or yes I am actually cast or something, and then you can toot your own horn about it. You don't want to have to kind of way you're annoying, but you gotta keep your spirits up, otherwise like why are you even doing anything?
You have to get to the point where it's like you're not kind of believing you're the best, you're kind of knowing, which is not egotistical but self-confidence, because I feel like there's a fine line. But like when I first started off the podcast, I thought I was doing a really good job, but I didn't think I was the GOAT, right? And like I'm not saying I think I'm the GOAT now, but the point is I'm trying to get out here is like when I first started off, I knew I was good, but I didn't think I was one of the best. I didn't think the podcast could be the biggest Minecraft podcast, right? Whereas I've gone to a stage now of how I've grinded and how I've seen people kind of come and go around me to the point where it's like now I'm starting to think, oh, like this is actually a good thing. Like I'm actually doing really good, as proven by what's happened around me, kind of thing, So I feel like there's a fine line between being egotistical and just appreciating your own work.
Yeah, and people can get caught in the cycle of like wanting to be better, and they tend to forget to like look back on how far you've come from how you started to how you are now and be like, oh damn, I'm really a lot better than I was before. I know a lot of people who are quite competitive who are very much, they start out not as good and they're like, oh, I'm not very good, I would love to be better, and then they get to the point where they're like leagues better than what they used to be, and their mentality hasn't changed of like, oh, I'm still pretty shit, I wish I was better. It's like, but you are. You kind of lose sight of that.
Once again, using the podcast again, sorry, but it's all I kind of really got going for right now is the sense of like, for instance, like, and this isn't offensive to, don't take this offensively, please, okay? Because this is a compliment to you. This is aimed to be a compliment, right? But just as a pure example, the podcast is very much a passion project. I've always said, and it's always going to be this way, I'm only going to bring on people I'm interested in, because I find it hard to talk to and edit a podcast where I bring someone on and I don't really like like them, all right? And just because I haven't invited you on doesn't mean I don't like you. There's a lot of people have reached out. And I've reached out to a lot of people, okay? There's a lot of content creators.
Yeah, no, I'd never expect you to put me before some of the people you had on before.
No, but I mean, no. Trust me, there's a lot of people coming after you who you're gonna say the same thing. So that's not the point I'm trying to get at. The point I'm trying to get at is purely a passion project. To, for example, I've gone from fruit berries last Monday, Noxide on Wednesday, to now you today. And that's once again not offensive, not in an offensive sense, not to be like, oh, you're a nobody compared to them. In a sense of like, I'm just getting people I want to talk to.
Honestly, I'm chuffed to be in like the same category as them. I like the same week as Noxite and fruit berries. Are you kidding?
Exactly.
Like that's insane.
And they can't even tie your shoes. You know?
Exactly.
Do you get the point I'm trying to get at, though, where it's purely just like, I bring you on because I just want to talk to you. You know, I have people coming on in January as well who I just want to talk to them. You know, they haven't done anything crazy. They haven't done anything, you know, different. It's just they're a friend of mine. I think they're pretty cool. Let's waffle away for an hour or so. You know, I mean, we've been talking now for 41 minutes already.
Oh, you wouldn't think it. I didn't realize. I thought it was like 20 or 30.
Exactly. Yeah. See, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's really hard to waffle against someone who you don't have the chemistry with, you know, for lack of a better phrase.
just someone who, I guess, just someone you don't like. It's just easier to say. It's hard to talk to someone you don't like.
Yeah,
I guess to put it bluntly. But once again, that doesn't mean just because you haven't been invited that I don't like you.
Oh my god, Orbitzz doesn't like me. Oh no.
Well, you're invited though. You're on the podcast. Yeah, we're sitting down and talking. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent of kind of like bigging myself up there. Sorry about that. I got a bit.
No, you're good. Big yourself up, King.
Okay, RoryAnimatez. RoryAnimatez. Let's talk a little bit about like tournaments and kind of your kind of entry into this like content creation career, right? So you know, you're a content creator. You're a Twitch streamer. You're a big fan of Phasmophobia, which is pretty cool. My girlfriend is actually a big fan of Phasmophobia as well. Damn. However, my PC keeps some always been breaking since the updates. So that's pretty cool.
You're not the only one. I've been trying to play Phasmo with Oni for so long, and his PC just hates it.
I don't know why. So she plays it, but when she's at my house like a decent amount. So when she comes to my house, she can never play Phas, and I kind of just chill and let her. So she has other games, which is fine. In regards to like content creation as a whole, you know, you've played in Crown Quest. I'm gonna be straight with it, and I think people know this. Personally, not a big fan of Crown Quest myself. Probably not gonna play it again. No hate towards it at all. Until they change that final game, it's just not for me, right?
It's certainly not for everyone, the concept, and I do think in Crown Quest it should be a lot more weighted. Like if you come in last place, you shouldn't have very much of a realistic chance of winning.
They have a lot to fix with it. They do have a lot to fix, but that'll come over time. How have you played in Crown Quest? Did I get you in that other tournament? Did I get you in
with Jack Cascade?
No, I got you into that. I know. Let me check, because I don't want to say the tournament out loud because I don't want to ruin any surprises. I did get you into it. I'm gonna mute it for the podcast, but I'm gonna say it to you. You know, we may see you playing that at one point. Who knows? So, you know, you're kind of moving more into like the tournament scene. We signed up to MCC Rising 2 together, which was pretty cool. Made the most amazing PowerPoint known to mankind. Great that we didn't get in, but so be it. They wanted to nerf us. So, but yeah, how did kind of just? I'm gonna just let you take the floor here to waffle about yourself a little bit. How did kind of the whole content creation thing come to be, and what can we expect? I guess
it all started in a day where I was when MCCI just came out, and I was like, damn, I'm really enjoying this, but I have no one to play with. Let's join a random server on the Minecraft Championships Discord, because they have VCs in it. And I was like, let's just join a random VC and play around the games. And who was in that VC other than the Lost Owner, right? Shocking.
No way, Oni.
And yeah, we pretty much stayed friends, stayed in contact. He was streaming the first time I met, and that was like a weird thing that I didn't realize until he like addressed chat at some point. I was like, huh? He's streaming? Oh my god. But then I like came a regular in his chat thing. I was still animating on the side. Like my YouTube is way older than my Twitch at some and then at New Year, as my New Year's resolution, I started streaming on Twitch, and yeah, it's been going great since then. Regular streams. I don't think there has been. I at least try and do streams weekly, if not like every other day. I don't think I've missed a week yet, other than when I've been on holiday. But by nature of being very like involved in the community, I then signed up for events. So I think Crown Quest 4 was the first major ones, other than like a few like civilization events and something like that, a lot more general. But yeah, the Crown Quest that you and I were in was the first real tournament I was in.
That's the only other Crown Quest I played.
Yeah, and I loved it. It was great. I loved being part of the team. I loved playing a games like pseudo competitively, but also just having as much fun being a part of community. And you know, the build up to Crown Quest more than Crown Quest itself, just becoming accustomed to everyone in the community. That's how I met people like Mooney Tay and stuff like that. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing. That's like my favorite part of content creation is just it's so good for networking. Not networking in terms of a business sense, as in networking in terms of a making friends sense. There are so many people you can just make friends with when you're involved in these kind of things. And then Jackass Game Nights, which we both did.
Yeah, I got you on my team. I was like, team me with Rory. And Jack was like, okay.
And Charge Creeper clip is hilarious.
Oh, it's still such a funny clip to this day.
It got to a beyond tragedy where we're just laughing at everything at that point.
Oh, we actually just gave up. We genuinely just gave up. And Tom was like, fuck it, let's ball. And we was doing so good in that final game. That's the sad part. He was actually doing decent. And then he was like, oh, open it. And I was like, no, I'm opening them all. And then so be it.
Our lucky block luck was awful. We got so many explosions. Like the first round, I nearly died because of explosions too. I had to do a crazy clutch, which was very much accidental, but I kind of played it off like, yeah, casual clutch. It was insane. And also, more recently, the One Shot Royale, which is We Choke on Milk's event.
That's you're on the one over the weekend?
Yeah, I was on that one. I came second.
Jeez, I didn't... Oh yeah, because you was on the one before and you was really boring because I was trying to get you to like troll other people, but you were being really boring and like, oh no, I'm not going to kill them.
I find it hard when I've been with someone the entire time to then just go kill them because a ghost told me to.
Yeah, but it was me. It wasn't just a ghost. It was me telling you.
I don't want to spoil the video because I don't know when. I feel like Ian's video goes up for this one. If not, you might have to like blur out when I said I came second. You might have to edit that out.
But I don't think he turns them into videos anymore, does he? He kind of just does it. Plus, everyone was streaming it, so it's public knowledge.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I streamed it. Definitely fine. I don't know why I lived so long because it's not a skill-based one.
Told you to go.
But 2 and 3, I definitely just survived like right up towards the end. I think I came 4th and then 2nd out of like 50 players each time. People just don't like killing me. I think I'm too good at sucking up to people that no one wants to kill me.
Everyone loves RoryAnimatez.
Yeah. Well, and then I shoot them.
And then you kill them all. Get rid of them all.
Emotional manipulation. Like Among Us. That's how I played Among Us. I just play into the fact that I try to be nice to everyone and then I stab them in the back. It's great. I love it.
In all honesty, Rory. Yeah, you're pretty cool.
There's so many other like tournaments. Like I'm pretty much signing up for any tournament that comes around.
Like that one that I've told you to sign up for.
Like that one that you told me, yeah, definitely.
Good.
I'm just loving it. I love this. Like my favorite streams are the streams where I'm in tournaments.
Yeah, I don't really stream much anymore myself, and when I do stream, it's me streaming FIFA to literally myself. That's why I enjoy the tournament because at least like I have people watching. Sometimes
FIFA is one of those games where I play because my brother played it.
I'm somehow just really good at it. I don't know why. I guess I'm just a goat. That's my issue.
Yeah, yeah. It's too good.
It's too good. In all honesty, Rory, I think that might be it. I'm not sure. Do you have anything else to speak about by any chance? Or I mean, I do have a Twitter question.
Sure, go for it.
But I mean, before I ask, do you have any other topics or?
I don't think so. I mean, no, I can't think of anything.
Like we pretty much covered everything now.
Yeah.
Okay then, Rory. So the question comes from Mr. Kavaman.
Go for it.
What made you want to start doing 3D animations and specifically about Minecraft? So you've kind of already answered the first part of that, give or take. I was going to ask earlier, but because it was a Twitter question, that's why I thought I'd save it. Yeah, why Minecraft?
So Minecraft is very, very good for animation because it looks really good and it's people will enjoy it more because it's in a setting that they know, and also everything's low poly, so you don't have to make like if it's a realistic animation and you're building a human character, you need to model it, you need to sculpt it to like so much detail, whereas in Minecraft, the Minecraft character is made out of rectangles that some of them curve for elbow joints. And it's really ideal for that in that sense. And also, I just love Minecraft, and it's part of my brand. Like I can't see myself doing anything other than Minecraft for the foreseeable future. It's so like baked into me. Minecraft's like done so much for me as a game. It's I can't imagine where I'd be without it.
You wouldn't be here, that's for certain.
Probably not, and we wouldn't have met probably.
It's just crazy. It's still crazy how we went from you met me on Galaxy, I had braces and I had no clue, to now this. Pretty cool to think.
You wouldn't remember either because my username was like it was Diamond Digger 15.
Want me to mute that, or are you good to expose
No,
that?
it's good. It's currently a inactive Xbox account that isn't even connected to live anymore. So
okay. Yeah, fair enough. Well, Rory, I'm sorry this is so short.
No. I'd laugh if someone in your audience like goes, "Wait a minute, Diamond Digger 15? I knew that guy.
We used to be best friends." That
was
was
a lot
of back in the day.
There was a lot of Bedrock people that have like not intentionally moved away from and kind of just drifted apart as I moved more towards Java. I always wonder what they're up to these days.
I mean, same with me, to be fair. As soon as I moved to Java, I didn't really cut ties with people, but I did lose connections with a lot of people because I kind of just moved into a whole new community.
Yeah.
So that's what happens, Rory. You know,
move on.
To me. But yeah, Rory, thank you for coming on. You've been absolutely amazing.
A lot of fun.
Sorry.
I actually really love the chaos of it. I know that's not necessarily how you guys do it. But...
No, it's fine. It's just it's such a short podcast compared to normal, so I feel a little bit bad for cutting it so short. In all honesty.
No. It's all good. I mean, we've talked about everything. We there's nothing I can think of to bring up that I particularly want to talk about. So we're good.
We've kind of covered all areas right now.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, with that being said, before I do end, is there anything you'd like to promote, Rory? I know you don't use Twitter, but you know your YouTube channel, your stream. If there's anything big happening in the future that you want to hint at,
Twitch.tv/RoryAnimatez. Come hang out. It's more. I call it a side quest in stream. People can just come along, chill out. You don't have to, but I always love it when everyone comes there. And also, Battle Box, the animation coming out soon, probably before the end of the year.
Let's go. WWE. This podcast is going to come out before it. Crazy.
Yeah, definitely. But
absolutely.
So yeah, that will be on RoryAnimatez YouTube. Same. My username's the same, pretty much everything. So
except for Twitter, don't use it.
Except for Twitter, because I don't have Twitter. Exactly.
There we go. Why don't you use Twitter? It's
not like a conscious choice. I've heard the stereotypes of Twitter that like make me like slightly apprehensive, but it's also just because it's not my prefer. I'm already like don't wall many people on Discord. I feel like I'd just be don't walling people on Twitter as well. It's like another layer of responding to people that I have to do.
Not warranted. All right,
yeah.
I'm good then. That's pretty much everything. Sorry for the viewers if you're expecting like a really interesting, intriguing point. I mean, Rory is interesting. I'm not gonna say you're not. I just mean like we're just chilling.
I'm just chill.
Two friends having a voice call, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we'd like have a little talk, mess around, you know, that kind of jazz. So it's kind of like once again, kind of like the Aura one. The only difference is I can't really remember how the Aura one was so long, but it was much longer. So it's been fun. Thank you so much, Rory, for coming on. Like I said, you've been an amazing guest. It's been great to talk to you.
I've enjoyed this. It's been good.
No worries. This has been the InsideMC Podcast, talking to the amazing RoryAnimatez. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Pieces.